All right, and a welcome back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora inside a Pizza Man Pub. We are here with you on 50 Oswego Street in Baldwinsville, New York, right down the road from Baldwinsville High School and the Bees. And we are here with head coach of the girls basketball team, Kathy Morse. Let's give Kathy a round of applause. Now, I just want to do this. I want to do this because I need to know. For Ola and for Sid, I thought it was a little louder, Kathy. So let me see. So I want to hear a round of applause for Sid and Ola. Now I want to hear a round of applause for Kathy Moore. All right, that's better. That's close. So, Coach, how are you?
4-line laps, girls.
See, that's control, Coach. I like that.
That's right.
So, how are you?
Doing well. How are you tonight?
Doing very well. Thank you for letting us be here with you on the eve of the playoffs. Appreciate that so very much. So, you've heard your young ladies talk, Sid and Ola. How do you feel they did up here representing the team?
Oh, I think they did a fantastic job. Never a dull moment with those two around, that's for sure.
And they definitely made it interesting here on the show. How would you describe their personalities?
Pretty sure you figured that out after the first time we talked, but yeah, they're a lot of fun. Never know what's going to come out of Ola or Sid's mouth, that's for sure.
Now, for you, going back to the beginning of when you fell in love with basketball, when did that start for you?
Oh, I think I was in about 3rd grade, and I played with the boys in a booster basketball up here at the high school, and I was the only girl in the league, and I really enjoyed it. So I fell in love with it. I say 3rd grade.
So 3rd grade you fall in love. Did you ever see yourself becoming a head coach?
Not originally. I thought I was going to go into the business world, but I ended up coming back and getting my education degree, and then I really decided that I liked kids and I wanted to get more involved, and I love basketball, so that's how it happened.
And so for you, getting more involved and being a part of this, what has being a coach taught you? How have you grown as a person?
I think it's taught me how to deal with lots of different type of young ladies and their attitudes sometimes. I think if you ask some of my players from the past, they would say I'm much more calm now than I used to be. So I think they've calmed me down.
Okay.
I was pretty much a screamer when I was younger, in my 20s, so these guys have no idea, but they've calmed me down. I think they've made me a better coach and a better person.
How has this team become a special part of your coaching career?
Well, this group has been around for a while. What I really like about this group is that they're all friends, and there's nobody picking on anybody, and I think a lot of the basketball teams have been this way in the past, and I think they're going to have some great memories, and they bring me a lot of good memories. They won that 400 game for me, and I really appreciate them for that.
Yeah, and I wanted to get there, and you just brought me there, and I know that we've gotten loud and excited for Beeville, but 400 wins, I think, deserves a round of applause. Right? Did you ever see that moment? Number 400. Did you ever envision that many victories?
No, I don't think so. I don't think you ever envisioned that. Being here, old lady that I am, been here a long time, eventually you get some wins, and I've had a lot of great players in the past. Some of my parents that I have this year were my old players, so it's pretty exciting. There's one now, she wants some credit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to even say who she is because she screamed.
I'm going to say, she was hiding, but she showed her face a little bit here.
She's one of those gingers that I am.
But I think Sid said that if you have red hair, you're allowed to be loud, do whatever you want to do.
Well, I don't know. Jen's really quiet. I've never heard her say a word.
Okay, fair enough. So, for you, Kathy, to find this success, like you said, you put it on the players. When you look back on your career, is
couple, one being my daughter, she it's really hard having your daughter on your team, but it's also very rewarding. Sometimes some of the kids were pretty critical of her, and she fought through that. She became a great player, and I'm very proud of her and everything she did. The other one is Sid Hutala. Every time I try to do a number game, because who gets the ball first, pick a number, and she always gets the number. It never fails. I think I've beaten her once so far, but I ask them to pick a number between 10 and 20 or 10 and 30, and she's like one away every time. She goes last every time, and their team wins just about every time. So I've learned a lot from Sid. She's a statistical person.
Yeah. She somehow can read the cards. She's good at that.
Unbelievable.
So, Kathy, as you get set, you heard your players talk about this, wanting to get another shot at Henniger, knowing that they didn't feel like they played a full game. Going back to that game, what did you learn from that game?
I learned I can still yell at halftime and get away with it and motivate these girls. They came out in the second half and played a tremendous second half. If they could put 4 quarters together, I'd be really pleased.
And to know that you're hosting this game, you get to be at home in front of your crowd. I've been out to Beeville games before. I know the community shows out. Whatever the sport may be, there's a Red Sea. So what do you want to say to the community about coming out for this game?
I'd like to see them come out and support these girls. They've worked hard all year. The more people we get out yelling for our girls, the better. I think it gets them motivated. We had a great crowd the other day, and the kids really kind of feed off of that with the high school kids came out, and we had a lot of people there. Nothing better than watching a girls' basketball game on a Friday night, although this will be Tuesday.
Why do you
There's
love...
time to get to the boys' game after.
Right, there's a space in between. Why do you love the community here at Beeville so much?
Well, I guess because I've lived here all my life. I grew up here. I did go away to college, if you want to call it going away, 20 minutes up to Lemoyne, and then came back here and made this my home. And Baldwinsville's a special place. I know a lot of the kids never think that, but when they come back, they realize that when you're in high school, maybe you don't realize it as much, but it is a special place, and the community's always there supporting you.
What is it about this community that makes it so special? What are the things, like you say, you may not realize it at first, but when you come back, what is the feel that you get having been connected your whole life to this community? Why is it so unique, and why does it stick with you?
Well, I think just the support that, people come out and watch games, they support you. You got great parents who are going to support the team. We got people who come from different schools a lot of times, and they're supporting Beeville. I think we show a lot of sportsmanship in what we do, and I try to preach that a lot. Kids play hard, and, the community is great. I don't know why. It's just something I've always lived here. I know they have a couple other parents that have always lived here. We came back for some reason, so it's got to be pretty good.
That coming here from Kathy Morse, the head coach of Baldwinsville Bees girls basketball. And before we jump into rapid fire, Coach, I would love for you, because we did tell me something good with Sid and Ola. I'm going to do things a little bit differently here. I'm going to ask you to think about your team, which you currently have, and we're going to try and pinpoint some of the people here. Who is the best comedian on the team?
Sid Hutala.
Why?
She's always making fun of me. I don't know. She makes fun of me behind my back. I don't even know it half the time. She's always saying something about Ola or whatever every second. She's very sneaky, that little redhead.
Okay. All right. Who is the quietest person on the team?
Definitely not Sam. Let's see. Who's the quietest? Neela for sure.
Okay. All right. If you robbed a bank, who would you trust to drive the getaway car of your players?
Definitely Jada. I think she'd put the pedal to the metal, man. We'd be out of there. I think her parents would be right behind us too.
All right. Fair enough. My last one before we jump into rapid fire. Who would you, if you were accepting an award, which one would you trust of your players currently to give you the kindest introduction?
Sam.
Okay. Why?
Oh, Sam. Sam is it, man. She is the woman. She's cheering on everybody all the time. She's a great teammate, and I know Sam. Sam is the energy in our team, so definitely Sam.
All right. So, with that being said, we're jumping into rapid fire. Kathy Morse, Baldwinsville Bees girls basketball wake-up call with Dan Tortora on site every month here at Pizza Man Pub. It's rapid fire time, Coach.
Okay, hit it.
2 apiece. My first question to you: any actress can play you in a movie about your life. What actress plays you and why?
Dolly Parton for no reason. I don't know any actresses, honestly.
Okay, so let me ask you, so I'll change it a little bit. If you could have any one of your friends play you in a movie, who would it be and why? Who would you trust to play you?
Meg, my college roommate, because she knows the most about me because I lived with her for 4 years, which was a very, very long time.
Okay, all right. What's your first question for me, Coach?
If you could be on the girls' basketball team, what position would you play?
I don't know why, see, I played growing up all my life, and I had coaches in high school that made me power forward. I'm 5'8". So I always had to guard people a head taller than me, which I accepted the challenge, but I would like to play point guard. I would like to be a general out there. But now being, 36 years old, I would accept being an assistant coach on your staff. I could do that with you. I'd do that.
Okay. 36, just a year older than I am.
Okay. My final question for you, Kathy. So, Kathy, who would you say has been the greatest mentor of your life and why?
Oh, it's an easy one. My father. He coached at Baldwinsville for 32 years, and I learned a lot from him, even though he was only here a short while. I definitely learned a lot from him, and I miss him a lot.
Greatest lesson you learned from your dad?
To never give up and make connections with these kids because it's for a lifetime.
Can we give a round of applause for Dad? Always with us?
Always with us.
Final question, Coach. What do you have for me?
What do you really think of Ola and Sid?
Well, I've been around Sid before. And Sid, what I remember of Sid is personality. She's never, see, she seems unassuming. When I first met her, I thought maybe she'll be quiet, kind of relaxed. But I have learned that she is definitely the person that I think could roast somebody in a comedy show. So that would be my thought on her, is she might be unassuming at first, but you don't know what Sid's actually thinking all the time. And then Ola, just fun. I think she's a lot of fun, And so I think they both bring a lot to the table. I think they make practice interesting for you. And I think they make games interesting, and I wouldn't want to go against them, I guess is what I would say. So I'm happy that you have them on your team. With that being said, Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora here at Pizza Man Pub. Come support the community, support local, support CNY. 50 Oswego Street, Baldwinsville. For Kathy Morse and for your Baldwinsville Bees, it's playoff time. We'll see you in Baldwinsville. Thank you so much, Coach. Appreciate it. Thank you.